This is on
You got the
public test. There's a look at the U-4501. It's a German. It's premium, right, Grunty?
Yes, it's for coal. It's the latest addition to the armory. It was added this batch.
Okay, it's for coal. Okay. Now the
Could also
big
buy it for doubloons, but don't do that.
coal and doubloons. So you'd want to use coal. Got it.
No,
Now,
no, no. Use your money. Keep the game free to play for me.
okay. Now the big thing about the 45-1, the gimmick, if you will, is it's got a very large area for its sonar ping. Correct?
Um, the sonar ping highlights a wider area on the ship,
Right.
and is a little bit faster
Right.
than the regular ones.
So it's a little bit more comfortable for people to use that ping on targets.
But the ping also has twice as long as a reload. So if you miss your second ping,
Okay.
it might run out.
As Driftin and Seasnuts are saying, it's super fast underwater. So, okay. So it's a very fast ping. If you screw the ping up, that sucks. Okay. Beyond that, are there any other characteristics about the U-4501 that's worth mentioning to the group?
Yes.
Okay, what?
Low hit points, but it gets a heal that only works on the surface.
Oh.
It has a very low dive capacity, like only 3.5 minutes.
Okay.
But it recharges the dive capacity insanely fast at 2 units per second.
Okay.
And it only has homing torpedoes.
Only has homing torpedoes, so there's no dumb fires.
No dump fires.
Okay. So it's kind of one of those ships that requires you to really be good at micromanaging when you're at the surface and when you're not, right?
Yes. And it also has the vast majority of the torpedoes on the backside.
Majority are on the rear, so it wants to be chased as well.
Yes.
Do they ever have not homed in? Yes, Neil. It's just that homing means they don't do as much damage typically, and maybe they're not as fast. Again, typically it depends on the ship sub nation because everyone's a little bit different.
They will arm, but you have to be on the periscope or on the surface. Otherwise, like if you fire them at 30 meters and you don't ping, your torps will stay at 30 meters, which means they won't hit anything.
Correct. So you need to be periscope depth or surface for your torpedoes to act as dumbfire torpedoes. Otherwise, you absolutely need to ping. Okay, let's take a look at your build. So Grunty, you have chosen damage control part mod 1. Makes sense. You want to keep your DCP active while you're being depth charged. You've got damage control, dive capacity, steering gears, and then steering gears mod 3, and torpedo tubes.
You can't, like, some people would probably want to take the dive capacity in the 6th slot. That would get you a dive capacity to 4 minutes.
Okay.
Instead of 3.5, but I tried it out that way. It worked for me so far, but I have to admit I haven't played the ship much yet. Okay.
Petrionio, thank you very much for the follow. I probably mispronounced.
The whole idea behind the build how I have set it up is that you have an insanely fast recharge rate, so you have to stay as little time on the surface as possible. Then you dive down, get in position. Like, because you actually don't want to be on the surface because you're super slow on the surface in this submarine.
Okay.
You want to be underwater, so it's like you just come up for like, I don't know, a minute at a time or so, maybe a minute and a half at max.
Recharge.
And then you go underwater again.
Okay.
And like 30 meters underwater. You basically never want to be at periscope in this ship. There is no benefit being periscope death.
So you're either on the surface or you're at operation. One of the two. And
unless you have to be like periscope because something would be like 5 kilometers away for you and would spot you otherwise.
Now, Cthulhu says if you get the second ping in, then the ping 6 for 65 seconds. That's also longer than the normal ping, which I think is around 30 seconds, right?
No, the second ping is 65 for everything, I think.
Okay.
Like
Oh.
the ping duration is pretty standard with 2565.
Okay.
I don't think there's much difference.
Okay, fair enough. I don't play a ton of subs, so it's good to hear people like explaining stuff. So we got damage control party for your consumables. There's your hydrophone. There's your sub surveillance, reserve battery unit, and there's your repair party. And now you said you have to be on the surface to use repair party.
Yes. And if you like for the whole duration, the moment you go underwater or periscope, the heal stops.
Okay. Okay.
And it's a very like it's comparable to a Sevastopol or Lucian heal. Like it takes a long time to actually heal something back.
Okay. So let's take a look then at your commander build. Is this a special commander by chance?
It's Lutyens, yeah.
This is Lutyens.
It's a premium submarine. There's no reason to not use Lutyens on it.
Okay. Now, as you can see, Lutyens does have a bonus to preventative maintenance. Give me 1 second here. I'm just starting up the next Stream Raiders battle. We did off stream. There we go. So you've gone for Liquidator into preventative maintenance, into Watchful, into Superintendent, improved battery efficiency, enlarged propeller shaft, consumable specialist, and then finally Helmsman. Lutyens does get you extra heals. You have to spot 3 ships with Lutyens. Yes, that is true. Okay. So
the interesting part here is like not taking adrenaline rush, I guess.
It's expensive at tier 4.
I'm on the fence about like the enlarged propeller shaft doesn't seem to be too great either, because like if you really want to go fast, you have to go underwater anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, but on the other hand, like if you have to surface to get some battery capacity back while you're super low, then being able to go a little bit faster while you recharge is probably nice as well.
Mm-hmm.
And the torpedo reload, like with this spec, is already 51 seconds.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't necessarily think you need to make this even faster.
Okay.
I was running consumable enhancements over preventive maintenance first to get a little bit extra duration on all the consumables. But I found myself losing some torpedo tubes a little bit too often. So
yeah. Well, I think preventive maintenance is the right choice. Now, as far as the propeller shaft, it only procs if you're below 50%. So you're under the water a long time, and then it procs, and then now you've got a boost to your speed underwater, which is nice.
No, it doesn't work underwater.
Oh,
it's
you're right.
only
It's
the
at the
surface
surface.
and periscope.
Yep.
That's why it's not that great either for this particular submarine.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I
don't know if it's better than Adrenaline Rush or not. Like,
okay.
I was looking at the Google document, that other spreadsheet, and what they actually do is they dropped the consumable enhancements.
Mm-hmm.
No, consumable specialist, that what I have at number 7.
Okay.
They dropped this, and the helmsman took Adrenaline Rush. They were running 3 tier 4 skills.
Something like this.
But yeah, but I don't think this is right.
Okay. I mean, you could always drop in large shaft and pick these 2 up and hey, there you go.
I would rather drop the last shaft if you want Adrenaline Rush than
okay.
this, but
all right,
I'm
so
not
let's
the greatest sub player either.
let's take a look at your signal flags. You've got ramming flag, fire chance, and this is fire and flood, right? Yes. And then you've got flooding chance, fire reduction, flood reduction, heal boost, ship speed, and symbols. I mean, fine.
And this is basically all the flags you can take.
Right. All right, let's get into your replay then. I can't remember. Is there a... There's no death pick, you said.
This was the first random battle I ever played in this ship too. I've played it before in co-op just to try it out. This was the first random battle. And as I said, it's on the PTS. There is unfortunately a couple of bots in there, because that's just how the PTS is.
Okay.
which I was hesitant to even send in the replay, but
Well,
people
chat said
voted.
they wanted to see it. I'm currently at 75 degrees Celsius with my GPU. I can hear it running like crazy. So what I might do is I might go open my door up to cool down the stream room. Try to help with the ambient temperatures. Give me 1 second.
Stations.
Okay. Now, is this a ship that you have on your main account and you were just playing around on public test, or did you want to test it here first?
I have it on the main account. You can't buy it on the public test.
Okay, I wasn't quite sure. I just wanted to ask. Core of
Like,
the
one
sun
thing
in my
I-
room. Yeah, probably right, Joker.
Like, one thing I don't know about this submarine, if you start the battle, like, part of me just wants to go underwater right away so I can get into position quicker.
Uh-huh. Let me bring up the mini-map. Now, it's public test. I don't... Any of the mods that I normally use are not available, guys, just so you're aware. It's a super ship game. Lots of super ships, 3 of them. Okay. And now you are diving down. Now this is a random battle. There are bots again because it's a public test.
It
So
takes actually quite some time here to get to the speed underwater. Every time you change planes, you lose speed.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something to keep in mind when you're trying to hit the ship with
Enemy force
ASW.
detected.
Like, yes, it goes fast underwater, but it takes some time to actually get to that speed.
Okay. And you can see how quickly that ping went out. And just like
Yes.
that, you've detected this ship. Now, is this it's a bot, so you don't care?
This is a board. Like,
Yeah.
I think this is. We will be fighting real players here.
Okay.
Just
Is that
gotta
a
get the
promise or a
boards out.
threat?
Torpedoes to starboard.
Yes.
Torpedoes astern.
Rear drops are really interesting. Like, it's two triple launches, as you can see here.
Yeah, I can see that. Let me turn off... What is it? Music and battle? So, he's permanent flooded anyway. You're gonna kill him.
Enemy cruiser sunk.
You kill him with the regular torpedoes. And there goes my GPU again.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes to port.
Okay, you hit him.
Yeah, it's really comfortable to hit and also double ping with this.
Because of the wider ping area, right?
Yes.
Sonar ping neutralized, so that target DCP'd. This is a human this time.
This is a human player, yes.
Look how large the area is. It's hard to tell unless Grunty zooms in here. Look how large of an area has been pinged here. Makes it very easy for a second ping, right? Normally a ping here is about half of this. So I want to highlight that for a second. Good underground water graveyard shot? Yes, very true. Alright, so there's the next sonar ping. Now it's towards
Yeah,
the rear
I
of the
missed
ship.
the double ping, unfortunately. Like,
You
I'm-
did? Well, you got a double ping going
Low
now,
battery.
and you're at low battery. Yeah, because of the double ping, your torpedoes do bonus damage, if you will, citadel damage.
No, they don't.
What do you mean they
The
don't?
enemy team has taken the lead.
There's no bonus damage for double pings.
So what's the
unless
point of a
you,
double ping?
Better tracking.
better
Much better tracking.
Okay.
The homing stops later, the turning of the torpedoes is tighter.
Enemy battleship foundered.
Is that across all subs? That to me.
Yes. Instead of
that's-
getting the Google Maps
Commander, we've been
tracking, you
detected.
get GPS military-esque tracking.
Okay.
The only bonus damage you would possibly get is if you take that skill, that 4-point skill, but you have to double ping before launching the torpedo.
Okay. So the sub is trying
Torpedoes
to
astern.
surface right now. He dies to the Conti anyway, so what's it matter?
Yeah, I think these torpedoes
Low
would have
battery.
hit him.
Shows how much I played subs, guys. Apologize.
Hey, a lot of people probably don't know because at some point that was actually a thing that
It
you
was.
got the extra damage.
Right,
Look at
it
the
was.
recharge. Look at the regeneration rate of the battery.
Oh my god. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. So there's your next sonar ping. So Grunty, would you recommend this sub as a premium ship?
I don't know. I haven't played enough. The Gado is probably stronger.
Okay, because of the
it
shotgun
has the
ability?
potential, yeah, because it has the potential to shotgun.
Okay.
Like the sub is really relying on the homing torpedoes,
Mhm.
and as you can see, like I hit 13 of them, and I haven't even crossed 100,000 damage yet.
Okay. Right.
So, and you also like with a Gado, you have the fast speed on the surface and a periscope dash, which means you can spot for yourself in this. And here it's like, I don't know, I enjoyed it here. I found it fun to play,
Hmm.
but I'm not sure if it's like actually like better than any of the other submarines. Like I think it's worse than the Gado.
Whoa.
If you enjoy
He
German
shot at you.
submarines-
Is that a human? That is a human.
That is a human, yes.
Yeah, he figured out where you are. That was impressive.
I would say report him, but it's BTS.
Are you trying to go for a shotgun now?
No, I just wanted to turn in that I can fire the front torps and like in order to pick up the ping, they need to be within a certain angle.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, they would just go dumbfire. So I needed to turn a little bit in to give the torpedo the chance to home.
Okay. Now at 60, you can still ping. Interesting.
Yeah, you can.
So is there any reason for you to play at 30?
If you have to switch the diving plane, I mean, it takes longer for the torpedo to get from 60 to the surface.
Yeah, sure. Looks like you're gonna go on the surface for a sec. You want to try to detect where this guy is?
Yeah, I'm going periscope depth just to spot him again because like
Okay. You gonna try to ping him? Oh wow, he ASW'd you again. That's impressive.
yeah, he played really
He knew
well.
exactly where you were. Yeah.
I mean, he has radio location too, like and like.
Yeah, he does. Okay.
Problem solved, sir.
So anytime you're on the surface, he knows exactly where you are. Wow. He's outrunning depth charges. That's a good point, Driftin. Yes. Okay.
like, I usually also try to not ping when I'm like in the same direction as I'm going,
Yeah.
because that makes it easier for someone to aim the depth charges.
Yep.
And I think people just are not used yet to the speed of this submarine underwater, which leads to them not leading enough.
Okay. Are you going up to surface now because you're about to lose your lock? No, you're staying at operational. Why are you staying at operational here?
I don't know. I think I was hoping that my other battleship I have with here would spot him again for me. And like, you see how much speed I lost just by going up there. Like, I'm immediately down to like the 21 knots.
Yep, I see it. I see it.
So I think I just
Low
wanted
battery.
to keep my speed.
And your battery is low now. You're gonna have to surface very soon.
I mean, I still have my consumable again to use in 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. You're healing yourself now because you're on the surface. Now, if you're healing yourself on the surface, you're kind of encouraged not to dive, right? Because you want to get the maximum heal out of this, right?
Right. So I wish my battleship would have shot that battleship here just to get rid of it.
Okay.
But
He's
yeah,
looking
my
at the Novosibirsk, I guess.
Yeah, my battleship wasn't very useful because I have the problem now with this battleship. It's turning away. It's running, and I can't. I basically can't catch it anymore. It's
No.
gone.
Your only hope is that this battleship turns directly 180 degrees. So you're gonna go help against the Novosibirsk.
Yeah, I mean, this is the problem with this submarine. Like, I can't chase this battleship. If I chase it on the surface, the battleship is faster, and I will never catch up. And
Okay.
if I go underwater to get the speed, I don't know where he's going.
Depends upon you.
Well, now it's you versus the Incop and the Novosibirsk.
Commander, we've been detected.
Uh-oh.
Commander, we've been detected.
Alright, you're on Hydro
Yeah.
now.
I surfaced a little. I built a little bit too late there.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, Novosibirsk is using DCP and his Hydro.
It's really hard based on this to land a ping. I mean, maybe it's not hard, but I'm not used to it yet.
And you're
So
using your
I'm missing
hydrophone.
left- Yeah, I'm missing left, right, and center here. There was a special module for hydrophone actually in testing at some point that would increase the frequency of these pings, but it never made it into the live server thingy yet.
Okay. So you got some torpedo hits, but you didn't get the kill and you didn't get a flood either. So, how are you gonna handle this?
Waiting
to
for
the
the
surface?
hydrophone. Waiting for the hydrophone.
You're gonna go to the surface for a sec, or at least periscope, so you can try to get a lucky... One torpedo is probably all that you need.
Yeah, this was still the game without the preventive maintenance here. I lost my torpedoes, he knocked them out here.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
So
Okay.
I switched it after this game.
So,
And,
you just have to hope the
Problem
Incomparable
solved, sir.
charges you at this point, I guess?
honestly, the game is over. He
Yeah.
kept running. I never saw him again.
Right, that's what I mean. Like, the only way for you to win is if he charges you and you kill him, but otherwise
This
that's
is
it.
why I wish my battleship would have shot him and killed him. Then we would have the game.
Okay.
So
So,
we lost, like...
I guess my question, Grunty, is what kind of feedback are you looking to get for this replay then?
Not really feedback, to be honest.
The enemy is about to
I
win.
just thought it was an idea to maybe show this submarine since it's new. I haven't seen a lot of CCs showing it yet,
Okay.
and like people hate submarines, so maybe this helps some people to understand what this submarine can actually do, which might help them play against it a little bit better.
Okay, fair enough. You're gonna go into the cap. It doesn't matter, but I mean, you're lucky. This incomparable player really knew how to play against you, didn't he? Like,
Yeah, he was good.
He had ASW on you every chance he could have. So, all right. Well, I can hear my fans throttling down, so that's fun. They're like, "Oh, thank God, we're done." 173k damage isn't bad. You came in top on your team, of course. Not bad, not bad. Is this a sub, Grunty, that you would recommend people buy with doubloons, coal, whatever?
Doubloons? No. I
Okay.
don't see a reason to ever spend doubloons for tier 10 premium when you can get it for a free resource.
Okay.
For the coal, I mean, if you have lots of coal, like it wouldn't be my first pick for a coal ship, but
Okay.
if you're looking for something different,
Mm-hmm.
why not? I actually I played a couple of games in co-op. I have also played it in asymmetric battles.
Mm.
And because you have so many torpedoes on such a short reload, it works surprisingly well against the bots. So it was
Okay.
fun playing there too. So if you're a co-op player, I would say you can definitely pick this up and have fun in it.
Okay. Good to know.
For random battles, I don't know. You should definitely play submarines and get the tech tree ones first. Like this is, if you mess up in this submarine, it dies very, very quickly
Mm-hmm.
because it has so little hit points.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever get caught out,
Okay.
have to surface in a bad situation without dive capacity, you're never gonna run away from anything.
Okay.
So
I mean,
you
Cthulhu
need a
says he
little
picked
bit.
it up and he's having fun. I know he's a co-op main, so there you go.
It's something for a little bit more experienced submarine player if you want to play it in randoms.
Okay. Well, Grungy, thank you for sending the replay in. I don't know what we want to call it for a title. What do you think?
I don't know, maybe just like something like the new submarine showcase or so, new premium submarine or something like this.
Okay, showcase it is. Long, hard, and full of sailors. Oh God. What does the
hell?
space shuttle camo look like? It looks like the space shuttle, GS Warriors. All right, here's the deal. We're gonna go to